Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the New York Knicks against the Brooklyn Nets here in Barclays Center. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin Durant, the all-time leading scorer in the history of the U.S. men's team, said that experience informs his approach in the NBA, adding, quote, in that environment, you have to check your ego and even take a step back in order for the team to be good. Everybody brings their part, and everybody's valuable.
Yeah, that's a great perspective, Allie. Thank you. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, there are the Knicks. They're in 10th place.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Fournier, the 2, Barrett at the small forward, topping out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, it's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Harris in at the 3. Open shot from Brunson. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Here's Brunson. The Nets making their last shot. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. Here's Durant using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Brunson passes to Robinson. That one drops for him.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor. Solid shooting threat from outside and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense. And Evan Fournier is the longest tenured NBA player out of France. There were 10 French-born players during the 21-22 season.
That's good from Fournier. And Fournier from France, one of the countries on the rise in the basketball world, Grant.
No question. I mean, Canada has become a clear number 2 to the U.S. Then it's France, Australia, Germany with lots of guys in the league. Evan Fournier, a big reason we'll see more Frenchmen.
Fournier hits them both.
Evan Fournier has proven he's someone that you can put on the floor and expect results. So whatever the team needs, especially on the offensive end, he's ready to give his all.
Now here's Irving. His last outing, he had 18 points. Harris's shot is good.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Barrett. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Here's Fournier.
Nothing's come easy for them inside here in quarter one.
And the Knicks miss again. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around. And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
New York trailing. Outside Barrett. Back to Brunson. Can they get it? Sinks it from distance.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Pass to Durant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, I'm more of an ankle guy, but it's hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
I think it did a little bit, but, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
First free throw is good. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Durant. And quickly drops them both. At this stage of the season, balancing minutes is a top priority for a lot of teams, Brent.
Yeah, it's such a grind, and so teams are trying to find better ways to spread minutes around, give opportunities maybe for younger players. Coaches sometimes tweaking the offense to try to run variations of plays that they worked on during training camp. So this is a great time to make a little bit of some adjustments and tweaks.
Basket counts.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Mills with it. He's against Hartenstein. Cash. Mills with the bucket.
And this is where Mills' strong ball handling ability comes in. A great dribble move.
Pass to Hartenstein. Quickly outside. Back to Hartenstein. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Sharp, no good. For New York, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Reddish. The three-pointer off the mark.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Good on the shot.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Quickly outside. There's the triple. And again, the Knicks missing. The Nets have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Curry. Hartenstein pulls it in.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Quickly outside. New York, no good that time either.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
10 seconds. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Seth Curry. Stepping the line with 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And so Curry nails both of them.
A great player on a great role. at the charity stripe, the D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets out in front, up 9. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The Nets with a lead. It's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And that one's good. Irving.
Well, even after it appeared that there was a falling out, Kyrie Irving remains a Brooklyn Net. Now, I suppose cooler heads prevail, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Irving on the move here in the near future.
And Brooklyn's shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
They love how sudden Durant can be with that attack. And he sliced up the defense. They were unprepared.
Steps back. Brunson finds Fournier. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The Knicks shooting only 27% for today's game. Outside Fournier from downtown. Rebound Brooklyn. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Oh, they dominated this team a season ago. They beat them every time they played.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
You take a look at Toppin, coming in at 5th in the dunk contest voting. A high flyer.
And you know he really wants to perform this year. It's going to come down to the wire to see if he gets into the contest.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Pass to Irving. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Durant. Harris has got 5.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior. Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in this team. I'm glad to see him remain.
Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brunson. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Durant, the pass to Irving, over Fournier, and again, it's Brooklyn.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And here's Brunson. He has 7. Pass to Barrett. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Barrett with a nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Toppin, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Reddish comes in for Barrett. Quickly is checked in for Fournier. And it's Derrick Rose in for Brunson. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Curry against Reddish. Curry, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Reddish. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
Mills, no good. The Knicks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And it's quickly with a miss.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Toppin against Edwards. Back to Curry. Lets the three fly. To the wing, right side. Goes back up. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
And that one's good. Quickly. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air and raise up, baby, something just don't care.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Durant comes in for Edwards. Harris is checked in for Mills. And Irving is subbed in for Thomas. Irving, the pass to Curry. Fires the three. Fires in the triple. Curry's got 5.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Durant with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. And here's Curry for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Irving. And the shot goes down. He's got 15.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
I'm here with Coach Thibodeau, and Coach, the rebounding differential not in your favor. What do you see?
Well, they're going every time, and we got to put a body on people. Then go get it.
Got to increase that effort level. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Thank you for joining us. And guys, Kyrie Irving has taken over in the first half.
He's off to a great start. The buckets are coming fast and furious, I'm telling you, and he's shown no signs of letting up.
Hey, why stop now? Defense can't stop you. Don't do it for him.
And now let's focus on a couple of guys who have been getting it done in the first half.
This is exactly what leaders do. They know what a win means tonight, and they're stepping up for their teams.
Yes, so difficult to cover either of them. Should be an interesting second half. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the floor for New York, Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Toppin, and it's Brunson in at the 1. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy.
Shooting for Brooklyn. KD. At the line. 1 shot.
Free throw is good from Durant.
You know, it seems like the Nets and KD played the will they or won't they all summer long, but no deal was found, and KD is giving it another shot with the Nets. Now, there just didn't seem to be a deal that was right to move Durant.
For 3, Barrett. The shot no good, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Outside Irving, Claxton, and he banks in the layup. Claxton's got his first points in this one, and something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. O'Neal comes in for Harris. Brunson against Simmons. Softly drops in the floater. Brunson's got 11 points.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Now a timeout called by New York. Some changes for Brooklyn. Edwards comes in for Durant, and it's Thomas in for Irving. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hartenstein's checked in. Simmons against Brunson. On the take. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Uses the glass on the layup. Sharp's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Buries it from 3.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half. Big back in that 21 season. Finally, the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. You know, it had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor. Well deserved.
Clock at 6. They get it again. To the wing on the left. Pass to O'Neal. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., they made some moves, and they were hoping to bolster the roster in some ways, but it just didn't go as expected, and now they're retooling again.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Edwards against Toppin. Shot is good by Edwards.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Rose. Here's the 3. Another shot. And he lays it in. Hartenstein's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
To the right side. Here's Thomas. On target from range. Thomas has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Here's Rose. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Edwards finds Simmons. Back to Edwards. To the paint. From short range. Again, the Nets score.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Inside, here's Reddish. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Edwards. Harris comes in for O'Neal. Irving's checked in for Thomas. And it's Mills in for Simmons. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Back to Durant. Harris down low. Reddish covering. And here's Mills from the arc. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got his 3rd assist of the night. Rose against Mills. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And it's Durant with the finish.
Hey, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Here's Hartenstein. And Durant with the block. And so it's Brooklyn with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau.
You got to get some stops. But right now we're making one effort. You got to make 2, 3, 4 efforts. You got to have high hands. You got to stop the ball.
Playing with high energy, something that Coach Thibodeau implores his guys to do all the time.
And when you're playing for Tibbs, he wants you to hustle and to make multiple efforts on defense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Yuta Watanabe, Kyrie Irving out there with Patrick Mills. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Durant in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. For 3, Barrett. Rebound Brooklyn. Durant's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Oh, got that one up quick.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals, honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, B.A. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
Watanabe can't get it to go.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Mills against Barrett. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it.
With them struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's Mills. The kick out. Curry. 4-3. And the Nets, another three.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Toppin. Here's Grimes. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Toppin.
This is really where Toppin can do a great job on a nightly basis of providing that energy. Get on the glass.
Now Curry. The rebound by Sims. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy.
The previous play is under review.
His players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still peed.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
Sometimes with that ball, RJ can put it in some spots where the defender gets on his heels.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Well, some have said the NBA's next media deal could see franchises' values double. As the league owner, Grant, are you good with that?
You know, B.A., I think I could get comfortable with that idea. I just think it speaks to the product. It speaks to how we present and package the game. There's so much excitement right now. It's a lot of fun to be a part of.
It's one of the best investments in sports, the NBA.
No question.
Here's Sims. Pass to Reddish. 5 on the clock. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Harris outside. Here's Sharp. Back to Harris. And Durant slams it home.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. The Knicks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And he lobs it up top.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. To the inside. Durant's shot is off.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Fournier for 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
McBride can't get it to go. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. From deep. And Reddish gets it to go.
No, we know Reddish can sink it from the outside. For him, it's about staying confident with that kind of shot.
Outside Mills. And here's Harris outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's McBride. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Kyrie, what does it mean for this team getting the production off the bench that we saw tonight?
Big time. You know, when you're a basketball player and you're able to make the right plays and play at a high intensity level and really come out and make an impact on the game, no matter if you're starting or coming off the bench, we've seen special guys do that. I'm glad we came out and handled business. It's a good win.
This team is so unselfish. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I